folks, welcome back to Rule of Thumb. Today I'm bringing you along, I'm canning some beans, which I'm not showing you how to can beans because I've already shown you how to can beans. The reason why I decided to jump on here and bring you folks along is I am making my maiden run of the Harvest Guard Reusable Lids. Okay? Most people are aware by this time that there is a national lid shortage, so finding lids is very difficult. And I managed to get some of these before they were sold out, which as far as I know right now they are sold out. But there's a lot of people out there that bought these that don't know how to use them, including myself. So I thought I'd bring you along as I take the maiden voyage. So it is a two-part lid. There is a rubber gasket and a BPA-free plastic lid. These are approved for use by the National Center for Home Food Preservation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and basically show you me putting lids on the jars. Now, to prep these, I wash them in hot soapy water, the gasket and the lid, and then I put them together like this as one piece. I put them in a pot of water on the stove, and I have had them simmering for a few minutes, getting ready to go on the jars, and that is per the manufacturer instructions. So, I'm doing navy beans with green chilies, in case you're wondering. Because I like to use to make white chicken chili. So that's what you're going to see in the jars. And yeah, so I'm going to turn you guys around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay folks, welcome back. So I have my jars filled. If you see the floaty beans, it's because I just stirred them up. I have small navy beans with fire roasted hatch chilies in the jar. So when you see the floaty things in there, that's what you're seeing. Right now I'm using some vinegar just to give my rims a good thorough wipe here, even though it's really just water, but just want to make sure. Okay, now even though I put these together they've come apart in two separate pieces in here, so try and get two of them back together. Bring it to the jar, put it on, and then grab yourself a ring and turn it until fingertip tight, and then back off 1/4 inch. That's the recommendation that I've gotten, so that's what I'm going to try. So that is going to go in to the canner. Let's do one more here. Let's see if we can get another lid here. Try and get that on there. It's very hot. Alright, and then put the ring on, fingertip tight, back it off 1/4 inch, and into the canner. So, I'm going to finish getting these in my canner. I am going to bring you back when I get to the point that we're moving on to the next step. Okay folks, welcome back. So I've got all 7 jars in the canner. This is an All-American 921 pressure canner. So I have them in, I have my top on, I'm going to bring my heat up. I had hot jars, I put the beans in, I filled it with hot water, I had hot water in my canner. So hot food, it wasn't hot food, but it was hot jars with hot liquid into a hot canner, so no thermal shock. So what I'm going to do now is let this come up until it starts to vent a steady stream of steam from here. I'll let that vent for 10 minutes. I will put my regulator on with 10 pounds, and I will set this for 90 minutes, which is the time you process beans for in quarts. After 90 minutes, I'll turn it off, let it come down completely off of pressure, and then when I'm ready to take the jars out and show you the next step in the process, because there's a little bit different step with the Tattlers when you take them out of, or not Tattlers, Harvest Guard. Sorry, there's 2 competing brands. There is Harvest Guard and Tattler. From my understanding, one is the father, one is the son. They decided to part ways. They are, in most respects, very similar product. There is a little bit of difference between the two, but as far as using them, it seems that the use is the same. Anyway, so there's a little different step when you're using the Harvest Guard at the end when you take them out of the canner, and I will show you guys that when we get to that point. Okay folks, welcome back. So my canner has come completely off of pressure, and I let it sit here and start to acclimate, and now we're ready to get the jars out of the canner. Now this is actually my second batch of beans, because I wanted to get 2 done. So now, this is where it differs from regular lids. So when it comes out of the canner, you want to very carefully tighten the lid. The jars are going to be super hot, so you want to use a towel. You want to be very careful, but that's what you're going to do. From there, you let it sit just like you would any other jar, and 12 to 24 hours later, we'll take the rings off, we'll wash the jars up, and we should be good to go. I will say the first batch, all 7 jars sealed. So far I am super pleased with these lids, and I will keep you posted as I continue to use them as to how I like them, and I'll bring you along for some more videos using them. If you have questions, feel free to ask below. I may not have all the answers because I'm new to using these myself, but I will do my best. And as always, thanks for coming along, and I hope you had a great day.